Hello, this is Gary the Coconut bringing you another episode of Best of Bronze. This is a game between Elsie and Killllerrr. Alright. And it is my firm belief that you can tell how far somebody's StarCraft career will go based on their name, and I'm expecting big things from Killllerrr. Anyway. Let's get that name up and that production tab up. Alright, so I'm just going to throw this out there. It is hot. It is hot right now. I have the fan off and the air conditioning off to cast this game, so I hope you appreciate it. I mean, that deserves a like on this video. Just that deserves a like. Okay, now, forget if this is a good cast or not. Probe is doing a little bit of scouting. I should mention this is a platinum level game, which you do not see too much of on this show. And so it is going to be a little quicker paced than normal. Already has his second Overlord on the way. I don't know where this Overlord is headed, but we will see where that Overlord placement goes. He is doing the probe scouting. So this is Cloud Kingdom again, just like the last game I casted. And some things to mention about this map is the easy to secure second base, but very difficult to secure third base. If you are getting a third base, you are just gambling during this game. Very difficult to defend. You either get this location, which is, I mean, you have to walk all the way over here to defend, or you can get this location, which can be very hard to defend as well. I mean, there's just so many openings to the third base. 1, 2, 3. Very hard to secure. A little bit of stuttering there. I'm in my new apartment now, so that is fun, and I don't know how my neighbors feel about me yelling at my laptop. Oh, bit of overkill. Just need one probe. Just one. Not 4. You do need 4 if you got like a cannon rush or something, but when it's just a little drone... That drone definitely paid for itself if you think of the minerals lost from mining. Look at that chrono boost. Oh, you can tell this is platinum. Let's look at that APM. Oh, wow. That's higher than mine. And that little pesky drone is back, getting his money's worth. Let's look at who is ahead in the worker count. Oh, definitely higher with this. And I wonder why he did fast expand. I actually didn't see if he fast expanded or pooled first. But I do think that he should be much farther ahead in the worker count. I guess it's that late queen, that's what it is. There she is. Come on, give us an eject. Oh, look at that tail. Alright. So I did want to see where he placed his overlords, just for curiosity, and he is deciding to scout this space and probably this space. I just like to go ahead and throw my overlord right here on those rocks. He can't be seen, but he can see enough. I also like to throw him over here, see the army. Don't know if that's good or not, but that's what I do. And, I mean, this can see for the third, but it doesn't give him any information about the second. So I don't like it. I don't know if it's good or not, but I don't like it. Now let's look at that worker count. Still behind. Come on. Killllerrr. I had my money on you, just because I liked your name. Did I mention I'm cold casting this? Which I shouldn't do, because I'm not good at it. And, okay... The reason I'm cold casting this is because my hopes are so high for this game. Because the person who sent it to me didn't say this was his game. He just sent it to me, and the title of the game was meh. You know, like, usually you can tell how good a game is by the title of the game. For example, somebody sends me a game and says, "This is the most epic game of StarCraft ever played, ever." That is the majority of the titles I get, And the more epic or best game ever usually means the less entertaining it is. So that was my line of thought. Okay. So since that is how it goes on that end, I decided, well, since the name of this game was Meh, then it must be a pretty awesome game. I don't know if I described that line of thinking enough, but that was why I decided, well, I want this to be a good game just so that my line of logic works. So we'll see. Here come the Lings. He needs to get up that choke, get that force field out. Very nice pull away. This was good. You saw he went in for the attack. He knew those force fields were coming, wanted to get away, didn't want, and now surrounding. Oh, nice Ling micro. Did get that sentry. That was good. I'd say that was worth it to me. But now those stalkers are out. He needs to get out of there. That's enough. Or these Lings could do a little sneak run by. That's what I would recommend, but he just isn't watching them and they just melted instantly. I think it would have been some very good damage if he just ran a bit up here. When those units came out, snuck behind him, did a little bit of a Ling run by, got a few probes. I think he could have done some damage, but he missed it. Now back at base, throwing down nice reaction time. He knows that he did just lose his army, so he threw down some spines. Because any smart player would be counterattacking, which is going on, and I don't think he's going to be able to defend against this. Ooh. Just look at the damage. There we go. That's good timing on those Lings. Lots of Lings support. This is good. But the Lings need to be killing the Stalkers, not the Zealots. And, well, he's fine now, but I think that could have gone better if he had instead retreated the drones, waited for the Lings to pop, and then attacked with all of them. I think he could have done a lot better. I like how he's choked in here. See, it's harder for the units to get us around, even though they are. This will be cleaned up, but he did lose a lot. Looking at that loss tab, ew. Definitely losing there in the units lost tab. Looking at the worker count, he is far behind. He was behind before, but now he is in a downward spiral. And I had such high hopes for him. But he does have a second base. Those observers going out. Still no expansion here at the 9-minute mark. I like to expand on the 5-minute mark, so he is behind in my book. Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Come on. Just get out. No. There you go. I'll tell you one thing Killllerrr does well. Is not watch his units when he attacks. I am guilty of that myself. I do like this evolution chamber placement. This is something I want to get better at. Is being able to, he can wall this off a little better. Definitely not something you want to do against Terran, but good idea to do against Protoss. Channel in those stalkers a little bit. That would be good if he had roaches. Right now he's just sticking with Lings, which he definitely needs to transition out of, which he tried to do with a Spire. That was a hard word for me to say, Spire. There you go. But if he's getting a Spire, he definitely needs to have this gas. I just don't know exactly what he's thinking. He's getting upgraded range. He has a roach. I'm just trying to figure out what the heck he's doing. He got a Spire. He's getting range upgrade. It's all getting scouted. Get it, get it. Oh, yes. Feels good, man. Feels good. So he is getting roach. He's transitioning to roaches, but it's been scouted. Even an immortal there. I'm starting to appreciate Elsie a bit. To expand, he is moving, splitting those workers, which he needed to do a long time ago. It's so saturated over here. At that point, it's better to long-range mine because they're not doing anything at this base, where they could at least be getting a little something extra by long-range. I just can't talk today. Forget it. All right. Forget what is casting. It's talking, but it's just not going my way today. He is throwing down the Lings to get the tower. Alright, I think we're going to have to speed up this game a little bit. Not much is happening. I think I can tell who's gonna win based on this number over here. And, well, he did catch up in the worker count, surprisingly. It's because he already had that base. But he's not getting that gas. Like I mentioned before, if he wants to Man, I just stopped mid-sentence because I did decide to choke to death. That is what was going on. Whew. So I had to stop and go get a drink. I'm better now. Alright, so what is going on here? Some muta's going out, and like I said before, he's not... Now he's getting gas. A little late. A little late for that. He's expanding, which is good timing for that. A little late, in my opinion. Let's see if these mutas can do any damage at all. No. Look at that. I just got a lot of respect for Elsie here. I mean, these mutas did nothing. Oh, and it's even scouted ahead. Oh. I'm just getting so many chills over here. Oh, look at this. He's secure everywhere. That muta's... Let's see how many mutas we got here. 5 mutas, basically a waste of 500 minerals and 500 gas. Doing absolutely no good. Let's see. Did get his third hatch. I usually think that you should get a third if you like a macro hatch. That's what this is. You should get a macro hatch, in my opinion, after you secure your third. And because it's not like he's... I mean, that's just my opinion. If you have 3 bases, definitely get a macro hatch. But before then, kind of a waste, in my opinion. That's just me. But then again, he is losing really hard, so I guess it doesn't really matter what he does at this point. Definitely needs to be saturating these gas before minerals. Let's see what's going on here. Some attacking. Definitely not even going to kill a pylon. Definite waste. Do we have upgrades? 0 upgrades from both players. Killllerrr. Killllerrr. Buddy. Let's talk about how you play Starcraft. Okay, this isn't how you do it. Elsie, on the other hand, yeah, Elsie, showing us how to play. Infestors, I do like that. It could be good. If he was going... Oh, I think I might choke again. Well, this might be the last cast. The last episode of Best Bronze if I die during casting this. Alright, let's think about this. How can Killllerrr come back? Well, he could kill off this bit with his mutas, but the stalkers are close behind. Do they have blink? Yes. It's not going to end well here. I think we pretty much know what's going to happen at this point. What's going on? Oh, come on. He should have at least brought his army all at the same time. I love that. Wow. So now those drones can't escape. They're just kill them off. Not the broodlings, but he did force field them in. Ooh, a little overkill on those force fields. Nice burrow, but he does have an observer. Ooh. Oh, I did have to take another break. It's been too long since I've cast it. It's like working out. If you don't do it for a while, yeah, it's hard. I haven't done this for a while. Alright, so I guess oh wow, didn't see that coming. Go infestors, funnel away. I don't think it's going to do any good. So let's review this game. What happened? Where did we go wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. Killllerrr didn't do anything right. I mean, he basically had no harassment the entire game. Basically was left up to himself. I mean, he did lose some stuff here at the beginning, but he handled it okay. So he really has no excuses. He was just outplayed. I'm gonna go ahead and say Elsie just is a better player. I mean, what do you say? I do that so often. I'll watch a replay of myself and I'll be like, oh, if I only had those 13 mutas in the corner of the screen, I probably could have had a lot better of a game. See that nice spine? Oh, yes. Killllerrr left the game. He should probably watch my show, get a little better. Okay, thank you to whoever sent me this game. I don't know if he's one of these players, but this game was meh, so my logic was off. Nice cannons. Good job to LC, who did show us how to be killer boss. He's the killer. No, the killer. Check out my other channel, Coconut Conservation. If you want to see me get attacked by a bird. And please send any interesting games you have to bestofbronze@gmail.com, and if I like them, I will cast them. This is Gary the Coconut, and I love you. Bye-bye. But building the bunker farther away from the new bunker, you want to build it closer.